slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's more. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
2nd and 4.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Detroit.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Singletary.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Devin Singletary with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. to throw. Hunt out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Kinlaw gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert steps away. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Terry. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Play action. Terry. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the...
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Hunt. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Terry. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Finding Walker complete. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 2nd down now, Mixon with a first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion.
Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
On first down, Hunt. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, Mixon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Off the play fake, Hunt. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Ross on the return. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Again, it's It's Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Operating from the gun. Hunt. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down. Hunt. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. To Mixon on second down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Looking to throw. Hunt. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Terry finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now here's Ross. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Looking to throw on second down. Hunt, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on second down. Hunt. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hunt. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Herbert. That's into the hands of Marshall. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And Marshall's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Herbert going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talking about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play. And they got it right there, partner.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Philadelphia, they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they lose a tough one here to close out the regular season as they finish at 12-5. And now they'll have to see how the final playoff picture will all shake out.